Well, first of all, I'd like to pay tribute to Master Bates and the campaigners who have fought tirelessly for justice despite us completely ignoring this over the last few years, including myself when I was Justice Minister of Scotland. Of course, it shouldn't have taken a TV documentary to bring this to light, but then again, if it hadn't, we would just have kept it buried, because that's what government does, and we're not interested in going over our mistakes and making things right. The Prime Minister, of course, has really put me in it, because, you know, I normally make the first move in these things and then call on them to fix it, but he's done it first, and now I've got to go along and pretend that I'm happy about this, but he's just called us out.
How will that work then? Will that be through something like a legislative consent motion?
I really don't care. I think it'll be something like a legislative consent motion that helps them or stops them being prosecuted, eradicates their prosecution. I've written to the UK government to say, you're not put me in a good position, I'm not happy about this, and don't do it again, because I'm great. It's Monday evening. It's one step closer to global thermonuclear war. It's all in with John and Benn.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
Hey.
Well, happy Monday, boys and girls. I hope we are doing just fine this evening.
That's a different start for a Monday, isn't it?
I think so. Well, we haven't told them yet, have we?
Mm.
We haven't told them. We made some arbitrary decisions, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Every show, Monday and Friday, is now all in. It's as simple as that. They're the more entertaining show. and that's just the way it's going to be from now on. So
And-
every Monday and Friday.
And you know what else we've done?
What's that?
We've turned off monetization for this show.
We have turned off monetization for this show. No monetization. I mean, you can super chat us if you really appreciate what we're doing. That you can do. But we've turned off the monetization because, let's face it, they just hit us down whenever we try and
Yeah,
monetize these live
so
shows anyway. So
stuff
what's
them.
the bloody point?
No point.
We put in hours and hours of effort to make 6 pence.
Yeah, six.
Right?
Well, we're lucky if we get 6 pence, mate.
Well, yeah, very lucky if we get 6 pence.
So if you get adverts running, let us know, because I don't think they should be running adverts if we've turned off monetization.
No, because we're not doing it. We've turned them off. But, John,
Ben
I
is
wanna
quiet. It said Ben is quiet. I'm going to turn you up, Ben.
you did say you'd
hold on,
turn
hold
me
on,
down.
hold. No, I'm saying I'm going to turn you up. Just hold on to your nurples as I turn you up, lad.
Right.
I've turned you up. Right, what's he like now? Ben, talk to them.
Yeah, what am I like now? Am I nice and loud? Am I quiet? Do I need to be louder? This is how live shows work. We do these things on the fly. Beats and Tape says I use Brave.
Well,
so
I don't know
get
how
no ads anyway.
I don't know how he does that, because I found Brave to be a pretty crap browser these days. One, it doesn't give you much in the way of search. Two, it lets ads through on Twitter, certainly. Yeah, I'm not a great fan of Brave these days. I much prefer Firefox, believe it or not.
I mean, I wouldn't, Vaughn. And as a moderator, I would ask you to just delete your own there, because regardless of monetization, we can get other strikes for that. So, I just wouldn't. Is the answer.
Just because monetization's off doesn't mean we've done away with the banned word list, though.
Thank you for removing that. So I asked you to put it on the list, but I'm going to start with Lawrence Fox.
Oh,
I'm
are
gonna get
you?
him
Oh,
out
you
the way.
straight in? Oh, bloody hell! I haven't even. I even
you
had
actually
a,
have
well,
any-
I had a
do you
slide and everything. I told you I had a slide to remind you of it, but you want to go straight there? I don't even know where it is. You've caught me on the hop.
Oh, caught you. See, this is what live.
Yeah, but
TV
you're not
is
supposed to be
like.
down that. You're not supposed to be down that. So it was just there. I think we might have used this the other day. Lawrence Fox faces backlash for saying now do the English channel after Britain successful airstrikes on Yemen. But this isn't what you want to talk about, is it, Ben?
No, it's not.
Benny boy.
No, it's not. No, it's not what I want to talk about at all. I just want to throw a little bit of criticism Lawrence's way. In fact, because I'm sick to shit of seeing him every time my YouTubes go to an ad and he pops up. Hello there, I'm Lawrence Fox and I've started a YouTube channel. Would you come and subscribe, please?
No.
He's paying for that. He's paying money for that.
No, I don't want to come and subscribe to you, you freaking knob.
No, see, I'm not going to go that far, and obviously, I still want to have a chat with him. I do, and
I think we're wasting our time, don't you? I mean, really?
Take me off big screen. I look stupid. Go on, get me off of there.
Take you off big screen. I thought you had more to say. Is that you're done with him? I thought you were going to moan about the amount of times he comes up there and really, really annoys you. And
look, he's paying money to get into everybody's ad feeds. Hello there, I've started a YouTube channel. Would you come and subscribe, please?
Hey, did you know that I once played Hunter Biden?
I was on that show Lewis once as well.
I was pretty bad.
Look, people can spend their money how they please, but Lawrence, please stop. I just don't want it popping up because I have to wait a few seconds before I can skip it as well. So it's like it starts counting down. Skip in 5.
Hold on a minute. Fucking our newest member is just jumped ship.
Oh.
She's got a new fucking job.
Oh yeah, I was about to tell you that.
She might have told me.
Oh yeah, she called me while I was at the hospital earlier and told me.
Fucking fucker.
So I'd like to congratulate Shalini on accepting her new job. I won't say where, but I do know where. And the agreed freebies. I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. But yes, congratulations, Shalini, on getting a new job. It's great to hear, and I hope you have a good one when you go on your little solo jolly to Italy in a few days.
Mm.
Yes. Going on a little holiday.
Just watch out with those gondoliers.
Yes, you might see Kanye West in one.
I hope we don't see Kanye West in a gondolier. That could be embarrassing. in a gondola, perhaps, but not in a gondolier. Poor guy. He'd be rubbing his butt, wouldn't he? Oh, Kanye's just been in me. Hey, it's all in. But I think to be fair, Ron worked for us. It's a bit of a stretch.
She did a good job, actually.
Yeah. Oh, she said she's going to keep helping out. Hey, good on you.
Yeah.
Right. Excellent. Right. Where am I? Where am I now? What are we going to talk about?
Sure, you start.
Yeah. Well, you got to start. You got to start with the big news, right?
Yeah.
So, missile hits US-owned ship, cargo ship, off Yemen after airstrikes against the Houthis. Okay?
So why is there a picture of the ship that's not been hit here?
Because there isn't any pictures of the ship that was hit.
Okay.
Now this is another whole. there's a whole stramash about that brewing on Twitter right just now. Okay.
Okay.
That's HMS Diamond, which, as we know, is in the Red Sea. Right. That's the one that successfully shot down some drones or something the other day. Woohoo! Whoopie doo. It's like a million a missile. Well, I don't know how many million a missile, and we're taking out 20 quid drones. But anyway, we're doing good. We're doing good. Right. So the problem is, did I not say this was going to happen after the airstrikes?
Yeah.
I said that. In fact, I actually went as far as to say on X, or Twitter as they call it, that the Suez Canal was shut. And got called out on it because the first thing I got was, the Suez Canal isn't shut. And I'm saying, well, it might be open, but if nobody's freaking using it, it's effectively shut, isn't it?
I mean, traffic's down at least 33%.
Yeah, apparently it's now down 90% from January to January. So it has plummeted. Right?
That is essentially shut, isn't it? Let's face it.
Well, the second biggest transport company in the world, or shipping company in the world, Maersk, are not using it. The first one, I think, is MSC. They're not using it, right? Hapag-Lloyd are not going to use it. So none of the big shipping companies are using it. So everything's going around the Cape of Good Hope, and boy, it looks busy down there, right? So that's going to stick. I don't know. I mean, Adam will tell you, but that's going to stick a few thousand miles on your journey time, and a few days, if not weeks, on your journey time for the crap that's coming from China for you. Now, you say Aldi middle aisle is empty, but Lidl's isn't. Why is Lidl's still full then? Because I was on Lidl's yesterday, mainly to check, just to see what their middle aisle was like, and it's still full of crap.
Well, I'm sorry, but let's face it. Aldi's and Lidl's middle aisles will always be full of crap because the vast majority of people don't buy it. So there it sits. So
that's the first step. We've had an attack on a US-owned cargo ship off Yemen. One, where the hell was it going? Why was it off Yemen? Why was it going up that way when basically nobody else is using the Suez at the moment? Secondly, no one was hurt and the ship is still seaworthy. That's a pretty poor missile. Yeah, and let's be honest here. if a missile hits an unarmored cargo ship, right, and doesn't make it either catch fire, kill people, or sink, it's a pretty crappy missile.
I was going to say, it was
so
fired from
first-
a toy boat, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, first of all, what goes off in my head is, ding ding, is this another Middle Eastern false flag? We've had them before.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, no, I can't
can't
tell
tell
you
you.
either, but it's a starter for 10, isn't it? When you've got, a missile hitting a commercial cargo ship and it's still seaworthy and nobody's killed and everything's okay.
So
So
why is this news if that's the case?
oh, because the US is going to take action against us, isn't it? Because
Well, of
what
course
do
it is, yeah.
what do the US normally do? Let's go all in, right? So let's get the planes all tanked up. Let's go all in. Let's level the place. Shock and awe.
America, fuck yeah!
Shock and awe. We'll level it. We'll turn it into a sand bowl. Not that it already isn't.
Well, at the end of the day, it does seem to be like we are being warmed up, geared up, given a helping hand along towards another Middle Eastern war.
This is the piece of shit that's meant to have hit.
That.
Yeah, that. That.
And you're telling me that a missile, and
Uh-huh.
I'm saying that in inverted commas,
Yeah.
hit that rusty piece of shit
Yeah.
and did no damage.
Well, started the fire on board. As Adam says, the missile struck from above and started the fire on board. One, if the missile struck from above, it's hitting one of the weaker points, which is the hold doors, right?
Right.
So why didn't it do more damage? I don't know. The whole thing seems a bit suspicious. It really does.
And if you think it seems a bit suspicious, leave a like on the show.
And then, of
Good
course,
thing.
all the warmongering people in the UK go, get the Queen Elizabeth out there right now. And
Get it out there.
I don't mean
Send it out there, boys.
I don't mean dig up the old Queen and send her, but actually send the aircraft carrier. But we can't send it because there aren't enough people to man the support ship. Because the Queen Elizabeth aircraft carrier. And the thing is, we pointed this out last week, didn't we? There weren't enough people. In fact, there's 4 Royal Navy ships. See, 2 have been decommissioned or not bothered being refitted, and another 2 have been mothballed because they don't have enough people, they don't have enough sailors to crew them. And now they don't have enough sailors to crew the support vessel that needs to attend to the Queen Elizabeth. So what's the point in having an aircraft carrier if you can't freaking use it?
Well, that's a very, very good question, John. And what's the point in admitting this as well? Because all you're doing is making your Navy look like an embarrassment on the world stage. You're making our Navy look like an embarrassment on the world stage. Oh, we will send an aircraft carrier, but we can't man the support boat.
But and this really pains me to say this, but the Royal Navy's not the Royal Navy that it used to be. Our Navy isn't what it used to
clearly.
be. Our Army isn't what it used to be, and the RAF isn't what it used to be. We are a joke, and people that are still clinging on to they're clinging on to the UK of old. It used to be a military power, but we're not a military power anymore. We're lucky if we could go and, rescue someone in a yacht, and we certainly can't stop people coming onto our own shores. So why do you think we'd be effective anywhere else?
Well, this is the other point I was about to make. Why are we not?
Investment. We don't
Policing-
invest.
Well, look, the English Channel is 500 meters away from me.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
right? It's a river. It's not even a sea. It's a river.
Well, no, it's not really a river. It's a treacherous piece of
In the
water.
grand scheme of things, when you compare it to an ocean, it's a bloody river. Right? It's pathetic. It's 20 odd miles wide. It's not huge, and on clear days we can see France.
Yeah.
On clear days we can see France. So, how are we not able to secure that? And yet, all of a sudden, we're going to go over to the Red Sea, and we're going to go secure other people's borders.
Yeah, I know. Because that's what we do. We don't really look after ourselves or the people in our own country. We go abroad and fight other people's wars for them. Other people being America, generally.
Well, I was going to say, clearly, we're not fighting our own wars. We shouldn't be involved in any of this. And yet here we are, once again, attempting to send off our resources, British taxpayer money, out into the Middle East again, and going to cause, ultimately, untold damage, suffering to another country.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already bombed up Yemen in the last, 24, 48 hours? We've
Yeah,
dropping bombs on it.
But let's be honest.
Unelected Prime Minister and our unelected Foreign Secretary did that.
Yeah, Yemen's a pretty soft target. It's not like we're taking on a proper country.
Look, Iran is going to get involved at some point.
I tell you. Well, and of course, there's a good reason why Iran's not involved right now. And in fact, where is it actually? This is important. Yeah. Well, this is important because we've just had the elections in Taiwan that everybody's been crowing about. Well done to Taiwan for standing up to nasty big brother China. You're so independent. You're doing great. And then Joe Biden goes and says this. Biden admin announces U.S. does not support Taiwan's bid for independence from China. So, regardless of what Blinken says and everybody else...
Wait.
Yeah, what?
Isn't this the same administration that sent over diplomat after diplomat over to Taiwan on diplomatic... when they were told not to by China, provoking China?
But at that point, Ben, they didn't have two wars ongoing on two different fronts. They only had Ukraine, right?
I can't.
But now they've got two fronts. They've got Ukraine and they've got the Middle East, right? And they don't want to provoke China. They can't provoke China because then you're going to have a third front, and they're struggling as it is because. What does America do? I mean, I said it on Friday. What did they do on Friday? The day that Gonzalo Lira died, America had cut off all military aid to Ukraine because you know where it's going right now? It's going to Israel. So if they can't,
that way, isn't it?
If they can't supply both Ukraine and Israel at the same time, what possible chance have they got of opening a third front when it comes to China and Taiwan, when China's fighting on their own doorstep, Well,
I don't know if you know, you may have updated the slides, but old little Zelensky's been talking today, hasn't he?
Well, he's asked Switzerland to go and do his dirty work, hasn't he?
Well, he asked Switzerland to open up some peace talks.
Yeah, Switzerland, will you open up some peace talks at a high level? Now, the question is he asked them to invite Russia this time? Because he didn't the last time.
Well, first of all, I honestly don't know. But second of all, it all seems a little bit conveniently timed, doesn't it?
Yeah, know what? It doesn't matter because here's how it goes. Here's how the peace talks go. Vlad walks in, big Vlad, right? Even though he's not that big. But big Vlad with the bigger stick walks in and goes... This is what's going to happen. Bang, 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 bang. Little Vlad goes, no, we can't accept that. Big Vlad goes, that's what's happening. or you're getting demolished. That's how it's going to go. There's not going to... He had his chance. He could have walked away with something. Now he's going to walk away with his tail between his legs if he's lucky. If he's lucky, he walks away with his life.
And unfortunately, hundreds of thousands of needlessly dead Ukrainian citizens.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of needlessly dead Ukrainian citizens over a dick-swinging contest. And that's all this ever is.
Yeah, and I mean, and people, I still don't get people on Twitter today saying things like, this isn't going to be popular, but I still support Ukraine, you know? Well, why? Well, what are you supporting in Ukraine? This is the part I don't understand, because it's like I pointed out the other day. If you go and ask the people in the Falkland Islands what country they want to be part of, they're going to say the UK, right? Mm-hmm. So we set a task force and we took them back off the Argentinians by force, right?
Well, exactly.
But Russia does the same thing with Crimea and the Donbass, and oh no, they're not legal elections. You know, you've asked the people, but it doesn't matter what the people say; they still belong to Ukraine. So why is it okay for us to do it, but not okay for Russia? You know, I mean, hey, if I'm wrong, just tell me I'm wrong. But I don't know why. I don't know why it's okay for us to do something, but anything Russia does is automatically tarred with that brush. Oh, it's Russia. They're evil. Now, this isn't the Russia of 40 years ago, you know. This isn't Stalin's Russia. This isn't even... It's not even Khrushchev's Russia now, you know. It's a completely different Russia.
Not the Iron Curtain. It's not the Soviet Union. And in fact, in some ways, in many ways, it's a pretty westernized version of Russia now.
Yeah.
You know, they had the McDonald's, now the McRiskies. They had the Starbucks. Now Stars.
Yeah.
But they had all of this, and people were embracing capitalism even. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, they're dirty, evil communists yet again. Now I'm convinced, and you can call me crazy or whatever you like, but whenever the United States needs a boogeyman, it's the Red Scare. Of course it's the Russians, because it's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. And unfortunately, I think this time it's backfired. I don't think it's going to go the way that the mainstream media especially say, oh, you know, Ukraine are winning, blah, blah, blah. They're not winning. They're not winning.
The thing is, why do you want Ukraine to win? It was, again, the worst, most corrupt country in Europe. #1 peddler of child pornography. Of slave trafficking, you know, white slave trading. Why would you want Ukraine to win? The place is a cesspit.
I just want innocent people to stop dying.
It was a cesspit. It was a den of iniquity, and why people want to stand behind it, I don't know.
I don't want to stand behind any government. I've made this clear a million times. I don't care for the Russians, especially the government. I don't care for the Ukrainians, especially for the government. I just want them all to stop blowing each other up, and innocent men, women, and children to stop getting in the damn way, or at least getting in the way, being put in the way.
You know what? That's never going to happen, because, you know, when you've got old men wielding power, they're going to continue sending young men to their deaths. Or in today's world, young men and women to their deaths. Anyway, you know, let's move on.
The band System of a Down said it best when they said, why don't presidents fight the war? Why do they always send the poor?
Well, exactly. Well, of course, because why wouldn't you? Why go and do a dirty job when you can get someone else to do it?
Yep.
Anyway, talking about dirty jobs, tell me about this guy. Because you've got something to say about Cobra Tate, haven't you?
Oh my God. So this is Andrew Tate, okay. And he's tweeted this little picture. It says, assassinated Japanese Prime Minister didn't follow WEF orders, didn't mandate the jab, sent 1.6 million doses back and gave citizens the ivermectin. Makes sense now? Andrew, and unfortunately, Andrew Tate has a much bigger platform than us, but let me say this as clearly as possible. Bullshit! Listen, Shinzo Abe was no longer prime minister at all in Japan, was not in office, was not in power when the first treatments were available. He left office months before that happened.
September 2020, I think he left office, didn't he?
Yeah, September or October of 2020, Shinzo Abe left office. So how on earth could that man have made any decisions based on something that did not exist yet? Because the Pfizer one was many, many months later. The first one to come along was the Oxford AstraZeneca.
Yeah.
And then the Pfizer one came months and months after that. Shinzo Abe did not do these things.
No, he didn't.
I'm sorry if that upsets anybody, that I'm, calling out, oh, great God, Andrew, the gods of the... Guys.
There are no saviors. And he's certainly not one of them.
No, he's certainly not. And I'm just going to make it as clear as possible here. Do not buy his courses.
No, but I tell you what, there are no saviors, and I'm just going to play a short video here.
Well, we've loved it. We think it's a great country, a beautiful country, and we have had a tremendous success.
Yeah, great success.
And this gentleman, as you know, he's done a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
One more question. What?
That'll trigger a few people.
Hold on. Just throwing things at him now.
Yeah, I think that'll trigger a few people, won't it?
Nazi God Emperor Trump, yeah? Nazi God Emperor Trump!
Oh dear. Anyway, what do you make of well, I keep thinking it's called Grindelwald. You know that place in Iceland? The creatures of Grindelwald.
Oh, what, you mean the old Volcano 2 geological boogaloo?
Yeah. So it's looking pretty good at the moment, isn't it?
He's looking nice. It's looking tasty. It's looking like we should go and toast some bloody marshmallows, John.
Well, it's strange that you should mention that, Ben, because I was going to say,
well, we've loved it. We think it's a great country.
Right, my mistake. I need a goddamn producer. But anyway, I was going to say what we need is
come on, you'll get there.
Yeah,
I believe in you. We got this.
There's a couple of things going on in Iceland. Well, there's this obviously, and I thought they were keeping people quite well back from it. But there seems to be a degree of tourism going on that looks a bit risky. Now, I can't guarantee how old that clip was or whatever, but it is Iceland, and yeah, they're awfully close.
It's about 2 or 3 years old, that clip.
Yeah, but they still do that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, and you know what? Shalini says, WTF, stupid people, but I'd be rocking up there on my scooter going, lava! Lava!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Live streaming on Chasing Dissent. What are you doing, Ben? Lava!
Lava! Do you not think you'd be more like... You'd be more like this poor guy. You really would. Here we go.
She's driving on it.
mobility scooters are fantastic for getting that kind of footage.
Yes, believe me, I was at a certain place last Wednesday, and I had to go round a corner, and I took it at full speed, and the thing went up on two wheels.
Oh.
It went up on. I was scared. I saw my life flash before my eyes. The wife staring at me, going, "What the
What
fuck
are you doing? You stupid man. You stupid man.
Shalini says it's like people standing on the seafront when there's a storm and they're about to be killed by a wave.
Well, we showed you the one a couple of weeks ago, the mobility scooter getting wiped out by the wave, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I will do some funny things in my mobility scooter over the course of this year. I promise.
Okay.
I promise.
So, Donald's getting a bit pissed off with Vivek, isn't he? What's going on there?
I'm not really sure, but I still think that they're probably going to end up running together.
A vote for Vivek is a wasted vote. I like Vivek, but he played it too cute with us in the caucus tonight. A vote for Donald J. Trump. Build up the numbers. In November, we must take our very troubled nation, a nation in decline, back from crooked Joe Biden, and the radical left Democrats and thugs who are destroying it. MAGA.
I mean, look, the Trump campaign sent me this.
After your generous donation.
Oh, I didn't give them a fucking thing. But the Trump campaign sent me that, and then the Biden campaign sent me this.
Or the LGBTQ.
I didn't quite understand why it wasn't a Biden-Harris flag, but I thought it could have an ulterior meaning.
Yeah. I still reckon Joe's got to pull out. He's got to pull out at some point.
Of course, he's got to pull out.
He's got to pull out. So, tell you somebody else that's he still thinks he's in with a chance. I don't know if he really believes it or not, but so he's been told to brace for electoral disaster as the devastating new poll shows that the SNP will lose half its 2019 seats, probably to Labour.
Well, is that any better?
Well, Scotland's never going to be a Tory country anyway, you know.
But is that any better? Is that any better? No.
Well, it doesn't matter because the system's screwed.
Mm-hmm.
But the only good thing is that we're likely to lose the SNP because if anyone's really, really bad for a country, it's the SNP because over the last 13 years, they've ran Scotland into the ground.
Yes, they have.
You know,
yes, they have.
Giving all our money away.
Well, that's exactly what the Tories have done to us. And then Labour before them. So, you know, it's in your case, 3 cheats, 1 arse. It's quite a messed up, quite a messed up arse up there, isn't it?
The whole thing. Well, speaking about messed up, do you remember his wife? That's Nadia Al-Nakia or whatever her name is, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's her there. She's a Dundee councillor, right? They changed her surname. This says Nadia El-Nakla. I thought it was Nakia, but anyway, whatever. So she's a councillor in Dundee, and they spent £27,000 on lampposts you can talk to about climate change.
Are they nuts?
Yeah.
Are they just nuts?
They're completely off the trolley. Well, I mean, Dundee's a bit like Gaza, right? Because it's grey and needs to be flattened. So yeah, they're off the trolley. Yeah.
Yeah,
they really are.
They're completely out of their tree over there. I can't say anything other than that. You guys, Amy's noticed. Sorry.
What's Amy noticed?
You can read it in what the campaign sent me.
Oh yeah, yeah. The campaign sent you, yeah, sure they did.
The
Anyway,
campaign sent it to me.
right, moving on. Here's a little video for you. It's Chinese, but I don't think this is what it's meant to be. I really don't.
这个是福特款的一个撸体，这是长安款的一个撸体啊，看一下，大概可以对比一下。这个是一个75乘1米的哈，长安款的，福特款的呢，这个是90乘130的，要大一点。
What are they meant
Right,
to be? Like
so-
mobile furnaces.
So what they're saying is these are mobile cremation vans, right? So mobile crematoria, right?
The heat required to fully cremate a body would set that van on fire.
My thoughts exactly, and the time it takes, right? So that, and there's a whole thing. I mean, people have looked into how long it takes to create a body and how many crematoria you need to create so many bodies in such an amount of time. And
Yeah.
nobody's ever been able to come up with a plan to do it. Right? And nobody's ever been able to actually prove that you could create
Yeah.
those amount of bodies in that kind of time. Especially
those-
not in the back of your transit.
No, I was going to say those sort of Ford Transit / Sprinter style vans. Surely they would get so hot that they
You-
would just burst aflame.
I think you need quite a high temperature. Now, I think I may now be on a government watch list if I wasn't before, because it appears the internet doesn't like you looking for temperature required to cremate a human.
I can understand that. I mean, there would have been other reasons for me to put you on a list, but if the
Well, I think they're more like peace havens.
they certainly the heat required, and it's not even like the area that you're burning from is like one jet flame. Say you've got to have rows and rows
Yeah.
and rows of flame,
Yeah, I know.
and I'm sorry, I just don't buy it.
Yeah.
I just do not buy it.
Yeah, because see, if you were dried out and you were burning a dry thing,
And
fair
Adam
enough.
makes a great point. Adam makes a great point there, and one that I was about to bring up myself. The cavities
I-
within them are not long enough for a human body.
well, have you ever been to China? Because people
Yes,
are.
they're usually on the shorter side.
So there is
Yeah.
that. Having said that, when you go to the north of China, they can be quite tall. But the other thing is, people are 90% water. So that's why you need the high temperatures, because everything's wet. So when you start burning it, all the water starts to steam up and evaporate, and
And you
It
know what?
takes
Andrew
ages.
makes another point. Andrew makes another point here. Surely a wooden plank for the body is not very efficient.
no, well, you can't have that. It needs to be a grill, so as that the bones and that can drop through and the ashes and get gathered up. So
Yeah,
the whole
I
thing's
just don't
nonsense.
buy it.
It's nonsense. I think it's nonsense. I don't buy it. I can't buy
I
it
do
at
not
all.
buy it. I
Eh,
do not buy it.
right, we seem to have
But if
moved.
you do buy it, leave a like on the video, on the show. If you don't buy it, also leave a like on the show. So in other words, leave a like on the show. Anyway, let's continue on.
Well, yeah, and I think this. I would buy this if I could get one mint in box. I think this is quite a stylish and noteworthy collector's item.
Go for it. I want to see it.
Lord Cameron of what was his Lord Cameron of what? Chipping Norton or something?
Yeah, Chipping Norton.
Yeah. So yeah, wanker of pigs.
Our unelected foreign secretary.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah.
Do you know what? I'm pretty sure you could probably have something like that made.
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and perhaps that's not such a bad idea.
这个是福特款的
Oh, I've done it
Let's move
again. I've done it again. I keep hitting the wrong button.
You're getting there. Like, you're learning.
Yeah, I know. It's just it's going to take me ages, isn't it?
It's not. Don't worry. We learn a little bit more as we go. And I mean, when you finally watch my video that I released today over on the other channel, there's a little bit of a plug there. You'll see that I'm learning to do voiceovers and editing and all of that a lot more now.
Yeah, I spent most of the day reading a 78-page FBI report.
I spent 6 hours editing a 15-minute video.
Right, anyway, enough of our boring work. Black Gary surfaced.
Yeah, Black Gary's in trouble, isn't he?
Yeah, Black Gary surfaced, and he has called for Israel to be banned from international football.
Yeah, Black Gary is he's doing what we like to call virtue signaling.
Yeah.
And he really should lose his should he lose his platform on the BBC? It's a tough one, isn't it? Because he is self-employed, first of all. He's a contractor. He's not employed by the BBC.
Yeah.
So perhaps he's not actually so subject to those impartiality rules. However, it's a bit hypocritical of them to say they have these impartiality rules and then Gary keep doing this again and again and again. So you've got one of two options, really, and I know what I would prefer, and that's the one where Black Gary doesn't get fired, actually. So option one is you go, you know what, enough's enough. We're not renewing his contract. No more Black Gary on Match of the Day. The other one, which I would prefer, is for the BBC to come out and go, you know what, we're not actually impartial and we never have been.
Yeah,
So,
well, tell the truth, you mean? That's unlikely to happen.
Well, exactly. Tell the truth. We're not actually impartial. We never have been.
Speaking of
Gary's just doing a Gary.
Speaking of not telling the truth, I'm not quite sure what the hell PETA's up to, because as far as I'm aware, this is not how you shear sheep.
This display represents the real violence and killing of sheep by the wool industry. We're asking shoppers to choose animal-free, vegan clothing this holiday season instead of wool products made from sheep who were beaten, mutilated, and eventually killed. No one needs to wear wool or buy it as a gift with all the luxurious, warm, vegan clothing and accessories available everywhere. Shoppers can download free guides at PETA.org to find all sorts of cruelty-free clothing.
I think these people have got a really screwed up idea of how you get wool off a sheep. Because what they were doing with those sheep dummies was just ridiculous. That's not how you get wool off a sheep. I mean, and hey, I'm no farmer. Even I know that's not how you shear a sheep.
What a waste of a giant inflatable snow globe.
And we could have been in there doing a show, couldn't we?
We could have been sitting in there. Take off that stupid PETA logo, the biggest hypocrites on the planet. You know, PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, who, spoiler alert, euthanize a shit ton of animals every year.
Yeah.
That same PETA.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, everybody should be so nice to animals. Bring them to our headquarters where we have a giant fucking kill shelter. That PETA.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, here's something for you, Ben. Something to keep you something to amuse you. Now, there's no audio with this one, unfortunately, but here you go. It really needs sound, doesn't it? But I got it too late to put sound on it. But that's a giant, the world's biggest firework. Okay, and it's something like 1,500 kilos or something, and it covers up to 1 kilometre of sky when it goes off. Quite impressive. The big
I want
boy.
one. I want one.
I don't think they'd let you launch that from the back garden.
I want one.
Speaking of farmers, actually,
Start watching our videos more so we can make some fucking money. I want one.
you'd be firing that up, wouldn't you? You can strap a midget with a parachute to it.
You're going a bit too far now, but I want one.
No, what's going on here? Got the wrong. Right. I pushed the wrong button. Well, I tell you what, let's just talk about that. So this is this guy. This guy, Dr. John Campbell, nurse practitioner, PhD, teacher of nurses or whatever, who goes on and on about evidence-based medicine and, follow the evidence and gives you all these fine speeches, and then starts talking about this disease X, which, I mean, and if you have any brain at all, disease X isn't a disease.
It's a hypothetical.
Yeah, it's a hypothetical of something that is to come, right? Nobody's working on disease X, right? Nobody's making vaccines for disease X because you don't know what it is.
Well, exactly. You can't know what it is.
Yeah. So then,
because it's a hypothetical.
And he's in really intense and angry look that he gives the camera. He goes on and on about this and says scientists are conducting apocalyptic experiments and deserve to be locked away. But he gives us no freaking evidence whatsoever, despite him having follow the evidence poster in the background.
Well, okay.
He annoys me. He annoys me just a little bit.
Well, okay. First of all, I agree with you, right? But then in the same breath, I get where he's coming from, because let's face it, scientists quite often are pretty crazy people.
Yeah, they are. But I mean, and the thing is, if anyone's mucking about with diseases and weaponizing them, there's only one reason to do that. There's only one reason to
Germ warfare.
Yeah, exactly.
Warfare.
Which is forbidden, verboten. And yet everybody's still doing it.
Everybody's doing it.
And that's what
we're doing it.
Remember Russia knocked out 13 confirmed biolabs that were conducting
some form.
Sorry?
They were conducting some form of viral research.
Yeah. Yeah. That couldn't be done in the States. So you know what kind of viral research it was. If you couldn't do it in the States and they were doing it in Ukraine, you know exactly what they were doing.
It was the same type of viral research that was being done at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, I would assume.
Which was partially funded by the NIH, which was run by Dr. Fauci.
Partially funded? Don't you mean majorly funded?
I'm cutting them some slack.
So why cut them some slack? Why cut them some slack?
I don't know. I really don't know.
All I'm saying is we're not doctors, we're not scientists, but I don't really trust a lot of the people that are doctors and scientists in this field. I don't trust them because, like John has said here, this type of research is supposed to be verboten, but it's not verboten because it's being done. It's being done the world over. It hasn't stopped. And the thing is, all of our countries know that other countries are still doing it, so that our countries are doing it as well to try and one-up whatever their countries are doing.
Let's go to Germany. Let's go to Germany.
I've been looking for a way out. I'm sick of feeling like I'm way down, stuck in the middle of a large crowd. I just gotta fight and climb my way and then break out.
So the German farmers are giving it tonka, aren't they? They're all lined up in fields and things like that. And I'm not quite sure what they're going to do, but it's quite impressive.
Well, it's very impressive, yeah.
But
but it's the Dutch farmers over again, isn't it?
yeah, but nobody's reporting
hopefully-
about it.
Of course, nobody's reporting about it. I mean, look at the state of me. Look
Yeah.
at the state of me. And it took me rocking along on a mobility scooter to get footage out of certain protests.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
You're not going to see fucking, what was his name?
Oh,
John
man.
Suchet or Piers Moron or
Jeremy
Christian
Vile.
Guru Murphy. You're not going to see these people rock up in old Deutschland and go, what are you protesting, poor farmers? What are you protesting?
Yeah, so Shalini says the Romanians have joined in. I'd be a bit wary about that. I'd be tying down I'd be securing my tractor, chaps. yeah.
Oh yeah, why is my tractor up on the bricks, yeah?
Yeah.
I just went out for the schnitzel and the beer, and I come back and my tractor is on the bricks, yeah?
Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Not that we're stereotyping any particular nationality.
We're joking. It's a joke.
Anyway, speaking of
I need
jokes,
to go out and get the breakfast, yeah?
speaking of jokes, violent crime in the London Underground has risen by 75% in 2 years under Sadiq Khan.
Oh ja, das ist nicht gut, ja.
Nein. 75%. Hey, it's going in the right direction, isn't it? Up. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on.
The only way is up, baby.
Yeah, I think you're right. The only way is up.
Das ist nicht sehr gut, nein.
So I actually spoke about this on Friday, right? Lloyd Austin. So more has come out. According to
He's in a hospital bed, isn't he?
No, according to the FSB, he's under a pile of rubble in Ukraine. So the Russians have said he's dead. They're saying that they hit him with around 20 missiles and knocked out. They said 20 cruise missiles destroyed the place that he was in and knocked out a large number of NATO generals, and he just happened to be there, and they've considered that a bonus, right?
But isn't that the declaration of war with NATO and the United States?
No. Why would it be? Because Russia has a special military operation in Ukraine. It hit Ukraine. It didn't hit Poland. It didn't hit Germany. It didn't hit United States. It hit Ukraine, right? So the Russians, the FSB, are apparently saying he's dead, right? And he's buried under a pile of rubble. And the Americans are saying now he's in a hospital bed. He had prostate. He had a prostate operation. He had an operation on something else, and now he's recovering from something else. And apparently Biden went to see him, but it looked like an AI picture. It was that bad, right? So,
well,
and they're both wearing masks, so you don't know who's who.
But the thing is, okay, first of all, they're both wearing masks. Uncle Joe, it could be corn pop in the bed there for all he knows.
Well, Uncle Joe's not going to have a clue. I mean, it's like Militant Mushroom says, it doesn't look like him in the hospital bed, and it doesn't.
I can't say, but from what I heard, he was in a hospital bed, and this is just a report from one FSB agent, okay, and it's not a named source or anything.
No,
like
I'm just saying. I'm just
could be making it up.
I'm giving you the information as it comes in. What you do with that information is your choice, people, right?
On this instance, I think I'm choosing to disregard it.
You may do that. But having said that, generally, throughout the last couple of years, when the Russians have said something, it tends to be more accurate than the stuff that comes from our own side.
Well, the the reason I don't actually agree with you on that is because this is just one tweet that says an FSB agent said.
Right, hold on. No, right, I'm not right. You can't disagree with me on the basis of that one tweet, right?
Right, but that's where
what I said. If what I said was, in general, when the Russians tell us something, it tends to be more accurate than what we're being told from our own side. That doesn't say I believe this or I'm giving this, credence, right? What I'm saying is there is some element of the Russians telling the truth in plain sight more than maybe the Americans and the UK does.
Okay, and that honestly speaking, if it's coming from a government source, I any country, I don't agree, but I don't think government sources in any country have a vested interest in telling the truth.
Well,
so
when have they ever?
Exactly. Anyway, let's move on, because Lloyd Austin could be under a pile of rubble.
He could
be in
be
a hospital bed after a prostate.
He could be anywhere.
Operation?
Could be, prostate and something else, or something like, and he's suffering from some kind of cancer as well. Apparently, I have no idea. It's just that the information you're getting from the States is a bit confusing, right?
Well,
but
whatever the weather.
I tell you
I
what.
wish him and his family well.
Yes, yes, indeed. I tell you what we'll do. We'll just take 2 minutes, or even less than 2 minutes, just to decompress a little. Okay.
Hold on.
What do you mean? Hold on. We're just going to decompress a little.
No, we're going to put a pin in it.
Yeah. Put a pin in it, and we're going to decompress.
We're going to put a pin in it
with this nice, friendly polar bear.
Let me get my head straight, I need a drink of water. It's been days I've had a headache. Don't wanna wake up one day, feel like I regret things. I want my story just to have a happy ending, and I don't...
There you go.
That little guy's having the time of his goddamn life.
Isn't he just?
Isn't he just?
It helps when I've got time to put music to it as well, doesn't it? Because
he's having the time of his life, and you know what? I commend him.
Yeah.
I'm with him in spirit, and I'm with him all the way. John.
Ben.
John.
Ben.
John.
Ben. What, mate? What is it?
John.
What?
I'm giving you time to queue up whatever you got next.
Plenty of time. Here we go. Right, 5 mic. Oh no, sorry, studio mode's on, so it would not come up. Right, there you go. Bang. 5 migrants die trying to cross English Channel in a boat.
That's sad.
How sad?
But it is sad.
Gutted. They died in the French waters, right? So it's a French problem. But apart from that, the thing that gets me is no one needs to risk their life to come to the UK. Right? So why do they?
Because
and you know why?
Because they're not particularly intelligent people, first of all. And these people smugglers, these people traffickers.
Yeah.
No, I will say, because these people smugglers and these people traffickers take advantage of that fact.
Mm-hmm.
And they tell them things that are usually not very true, first of all. And they extort them for loads and loads of money. I mean, how do you have, if you're really that hard up, how do you have £10,000 to get in a boat and cross the channel?
Well, see, this is the part I don't quite. What do they think they're getting here?
Well,
is this like is this like the 72 virgins except in the real world? Because it's almost as if we have been, the UK has been sold as, the best thing ever, and it's not.
Nirvana. It's Nirvana.
But it's not.
I don't mean to be derogatory when I say these aren't the most intelligent people, but they are being absolutely extorted, ripped off, and in many cases led to their deaths by these people smugglers. I mean, I'll tell you a personal anecdote. Let's get conversationally narcissistic just for a moment here. I've been on the Euro tunnel and when it got to the British side of the tunnel, been stopped before we've got into thing, and loads of migrants have been pulled off the bottom. Okay.
It's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
But when that's happening, I mean, you're going about 100 miles an hour through that tunnel.
Yeah.
It's not slow.
No, it's not.
And unfortunately, I don't think any of them had died. But still, you're paying 10 grand, and they're going, "Here's a belt. Strap yourself to the bottom of the train." I mean, come on, guys.
It's just as well they're skinny, I'll give you that.
Well,
right, let's moving on. Moving on.
A coward can respond. It's not. It is not that hard.
Yeah, the thing that gets me is he took it. He took it.
somebody should have offered. I can hear myself.
Sorry. He took it.
Somebody should have made that offer to Chris Christie a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But why did he take it? Cob. Oh, good grief. Right.
You know, Beats and Tapes makes a very, very embarrassingly good point here. Yeah, I probably would have a go. Yeah, I probably would.
What?
Being strapped to the bottom of a
Oh
train.
no. Bloody hell. No. I don't think that's a good thing to do.
It's got to be, you know, it's got to get the blood pumping. It's surely got to get the blood pumping.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it would. So anyway, our friend Latimer put this up again today. And he's put it up a few times, and it's a very telling chart, I think, right? Because it shows you the countries that have a lot of energy and the countries that are rich, right? And there are no countries in the high energy usage and rich area, right? Sorry, there are no countries that use low energy and are rich, right?
Well, of course.
So all those countries in the yellow zone are trying to get into the blue zone.
Of course.
Like India, which is right on the cusp, and it's just trying to get richer. So it's just going to use more and more energy. You can't do what net zero is trying to do.
No, you're absolutely right. And you know, these countries are industrious. They are growing. They need to have their industrial revolution, just like the Western nations have had. And you can't. Well, you can try and take that away from them, but like Latimer said, Greta Thunberg is going to be laughed out of the room.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, because these countries need to have a chance to come up, and the way they come up is via energy. And a lot of these countries have a lot of natural resources below their own feet. And believe me when I tell you, they're going to use them. They're going to utilize them. And do you know what? More power to them. More power to them.
So Mitzi's out. Mitzi's got out. And he's out of jail this time because he was in prison.
Okay.
So and he says he wants to reform.
Fuck off.
Do you not believe him? Do you not think he's turned over a new leaf? We'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't think he's turned over a new leaf either, mate. But
so basically, what he wants is his social media accounts back.
Yeah,
that's what he wants. He wants his social media accounts back. So I've reformed. I've got better. Time in prison has changed me. Actually, time in prison probably did change it. to be fair, because let's face it.
It probably made it easier for him to go to the toilet.
Well, let's face it. His big hard man persona would not have worked in there, would it?
No, I don't think it would.
What you in for? Knocking some crisps off a shelf, mate. Getting on the train. Walking in people's houses, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, big hard man. Big hard Mizzy.
Yeah. So, talking about hard men, Dom Jolly tells us how he was tied up in a violent machete attack while visiting a foreign country in the Congo, right? The whole thing is so badly written. This guy's writing a book or something. He says, I went there in research for my book. I didn't have a film crew or anyone with me. I was there on my own, and I got tied up and threatened with a machete. Yeah. This, I think, might be one of the Dom Jolly stories that never actually happened.
And then someone came walking out the woods with the giant Nokia phone.
Yeah. I'm on the phone. Right.
Bollocks.
Early footage of the Wright brothers has been revealed.
How's it now?
That went fast. That was like a jet fighter, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're definitely getting a few bruises off of that. If not a snapped neck.
No, it'll be all right. He'll have walked that off.
You think you walked that off?
Yeah, just a scratch, mate. Just a scratch. Walked it off in the morning. Yeah, just dust yourself down. Where are we now?
Where are we now?
Where are we now?
Where are we now?
The next one disturbs me. Do you remember?
Why?
Do you remember the boys?
Aye, this is real as well.
And what was her name? Starlight?
Yeah, played by Erin Moriarty.
Oh my God, what the hell has she done?
I don't know.
Why would she
really
do
don't
that?
know.
She's a lovely looking girl, and then she goes and does that.
I honestly don't know, but John, nobody can see it.
Oh, it's because the fucking studio mode's on again.
He's done it again.
My
people.
apologies, people. It will come. It'll come. There we go.
Coming.
Where did she go and do that?
I honestly don't know. I mean, she looked terrible. Absolutely terrible. And
So it's like a freaking alien.
She was very pretty to begin with.
Yeah.
She was very pretty to begin with. There's nothing wrong with her. And it's real. I don't know what she's done. I don't know why she's done it. Midlife crisis, maybe? Who knows?
Midlife? What, is she like 26 if she's lucky?
In the usual Hollywood age of checking out about 27.
Well, there is that.
There is that.
There is that, mate. There is that. I'll give you that.
There is that.
There is that. Right. Cooking spot. Tips for vegan January. Right. Stirring coconut oil into kale makes it easier to scrape the whole lot straight into the bin, because that's where it should be. Nobody in their right mind eats kale.
I went to Tesco's earlier on.
Yeah.
And they got a big sign out the front of the shop, and it's like, start. And I looked at it and I went, no, I don't think I will. And just moved on. I mean, who the hell has decided that Veganuary is now some kind of promotional thing that the shops are jumping on? What the hell? Okay, vegans are a very small percentage of the population, and 90% of them are people that are lying about it on social media.
Yeah.
Maybe
because
less than 90%. But, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever see the Scott Pilgrim versus the World movie. It was an adaptation from a comic book.
I kind of tried to watch it, I think, but I never really got there. I watched two movies last night.
Oh, well, I was going to say at one point during that movie, Brandon Ralph turns up. You know, who played Superman in Superman Returns.
Yeah.
But he's playing a bass player, and he's got superpowers because he's a vegan. And then all of a sudden, the vegan police come in and kill him, and then take away his vegan powers because he accidentally partook in a chicken parmesan.
Okay. So I watched a movie last night called River's Edge.
Okay.
With a young Keanu Reeves in it. And what's his name? The guy that plays Marty McFly's dad in Back to the Future.
Oh, Crispin Glover.
Yeah, Crispin Glover, yeah. And he actually just plays himself because he's exactly the same character as he was on Back to the Future. So
he does a Sean Bean.
Sean Penn was in this movie as well, I think. Or was that the other one?
I was saying he does a Sean Bean. Sean Bean can only play Sean Bean.
Yeah. So anyway, this movie River's Edge was really fucked up. It's really mental. I mean, this guy kills his girlfriend because she was talking shit about his mum, leaves her stark naked on the riverbank, goes back, gets his mates and brings them all up to show them his dead girlfriend. And then they all go on this, well, Crispin Glover, he does the tried to cover it up thing, and Keanu Reeves files in the guy, but it's really screwed up. It's a really weird 80s movie. And then I watched a movie that I'd never seen before either, called Fast Times at Ridgemont High, with the lovely Phoebe Cates, who was something of an attraction in my youth. But yeah, it was quite funny. It was all right. Sean Penn was in that, playing a surfer dude.
You know what? I'm glad you had a good time. I had an early night last night. I put my head down and I snoozed like a baby until I got up at 5 o'clock this morning, and then got ready to do the school run, and then took the kids to school. Yeah,
okay. Thanks for that. You really brought the mood up. Anyway, the new TARDIS is looking pretty shit.
That's about correct as well.
Yeah. Is Spencer in the... Oh, Spencer is there, right? Spencer's there. So it's time for a physics lesson, Spencer. I'm glad that you've arrived, because what I thought we'd do is we would discuss the principle, and I believe Newton's principle, to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So I just think you need to have a watch of this. It's perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what happens. You ever watched your wife doing the dishes? That's exactly what happens. To every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. What's up, Ben? Ben, what's wrong? Are you all right?
We've peaked. That's it. We've peaked.
Yeah, we probably have. I've only got one video left and one... Oh, we've definitely peaked, because I've only got one video left and one what's it called? One slide. One slide, yeah.
Right, okay. I apologise for my smutty co-host there, ladies. I apologise. Why have you turned your camera off?
I haven't, mate.
Well, you're not showing on the show.
I can see that.
Usually I'm the one that throws the tantrum and turns my camera off.
I haven't turned my camera off. Give me a second.
Has it died, John?
No.
Is it on a battery, John?
That was weird. I got swatted. John's got swatted. Just got swatted for putting in bad jokes. That's what's happened, isn't it? You all right?
Toothache.
You what? Toothache?
Toothache. Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Okay. Let's do the last video, which is this one. I think we might have shown this before, but I kind of imagine this is you getting up in the morning.
Spot on. Spot on.
It's the eels. The eels are ridiculous.
Hey, spot on that.
Oh, I thought so. I thought so too.
Well done. Well done.
Right, and there's always one, isn't there? There's always one that spoils it for everyone, and I just don't understand why someone would choose a Tesco value lasagna to do such a desperate deed with.
Of course it's the fucking Sunday sport.
Of course it is. Of course it is, mate. Why would anyone do anything like that? Anyway.
Maybe he didn't have enough bechamel sauce.
Who's it said? Is it Adam says, look at his mustache, yeah. Yeah, look at his mustache. Right. I think that's enough. Yeah.
I think that's enough. I think we should leave them wanting until Friday, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
And I know you are wanting.
Night, people. Love you all. Bye-bye. Been great. For you.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, hearts full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to. Something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to. Something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop